Hayom. So yesterday we finished with seasons chart. Let's revise it quickly. So what we are going to remember now for NET exam, our year will not start from Jan. From Jan to December, normally we say that January is the first month of the year and then we go to December. Now from exam point of view, you're going to remember Vasant Rutu, that is March is your first day of the first month of the year. So March. So Vasant, first season is Vasant, which is March and April. Then comes Grishma. So this April, okay, the last month of every season will be carry forwarded to the next season. Now every season is of 3 months. Every season. So Vasant will also be of 3 months. Grishma will be of 3 months. Rainy season, Varsha will be of 3 months. Sharad will be of 3 months. Hemant and Shishir. Okay. And in every season, 1 month, the last month of the previous season will overlap. And that is how you are going to remember it. So Vasant. रुचि जी आप बता दीजिए वसंत ओके मार्च अप्रैल देन विच इज द नेक्स्ट सीजन एंड विच आर द मंथ्स
हाँ मैम इसके बाद आएगा ग्रीष्म अप्रैल में
अप्रैल में
एंड जून
हाँ बिकॉज
महीना है तो अप्रैल हाँ मैंने वो एक वाला बता रहे थे
हाँ हाँ सो
अप्रैल मई जून
yes 3 months will be summer season. Now similarly when we go to the next season, that is which season?
Varsha
Rutu. So which is the last month of summer season? June. So this June will be carry forwarded to the rainy season, that is Varsha. So last month will always come again at the starting of every season. So it again will be for 3 months. Muthu Lakshmi ji, which 3 months for rainy season?
From June to July, August and September?
No, you just have to remember June, July, August, 3 months. 3 months rainy season, June, July and August.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay. Then August is the last month. Okay. So now Sukanya ji, August is the last month. So after rainy season, that is Varsha Rutu, which season comes after Varsha?
Sharad, autumn season.
So for Sharad, which month will be carry forwarded from rainy season?
August,
the last month.
Yes.
So which 3 months will come in Sharad?
August, September and October.
Very good. Now again Ruchi ji, which is the next season after Sharad?
हाँ 1 मिनट मैम शरद के बाद हेमंत आएगा मैम
Hemant. And which month will be carry forwarded?
हेमंत में आएगा मैम अक्टूबर नवंबर दिसंबर
October, November, December. So from Sharad, the last month, that is October, will again be repeated. So October, November, December. Very good. Now Muthu Lakshmi ji, after Hemant, which season comes?
Shishir.
Which month will be carry forwarded from the previous season?
December, January and February.
So December is the last month of Hemant. So that will again come here in Shishir. So December, Jan, Feb. Now again Sukanya ji, after Shishir, which is the season?
Vasant season.
Again Vasant. Which
Vasant.
month? Yes, which month will again be carry forwarded?
February is carried forward.
Very good. So February,
March and April.
February, March and April. You have understood this table now clearly?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. Now tell me, all of you, one by one. Ruchi ji, tell me the sequence of the seasons.
यस मैम मैम सबसे पहले बसंत ग्रीष्म वर्षा शरद हेमंत शिशिर
Very good. Muthu Lakshmi ji, tell me the sequence of the seasons.
Vasant, Grishma, Varsha, Sharad, Hemant, और Shishir.
Very good. Sukanya ji, tell me the sequence.
Vasant, Grishma, Varsha, Sharad, Hemant, and Shishira.
Very good. Nidhi ji, tell me the sequence of the season.
वसंत वर्षा वसंत ग्रीष्म वर्षा शरद हेमंत and shishir.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Now what we will do, we will learn 6 months. Hindi calendar ki jo 6 months hai na, we'll learn 6 months every day. So by the end of it, you will, by tomorrow, hopefully all the 12 months will be by hearted. So remember it in this way: Chaitra, Vaishak, Jeshta, Ashad, Savan, Bhado. Chaitra, Vaishak, Jeshta, Ashad, Savan, Bhado. Each one of you repeat in this way only, 3 and 3. In some tune, whichever tune you are comfortable or whichever tune you like. Because if you remember, go to your childhood. We remember the songs with the tune. Okay, at times we don't remember the words, but we remember the tune. So that tune is very important. So whichever tune suits you, learn it in that way. So in exam, you will remember automatically one after the other in that way only. So how I had learned was Chaitra, Vaishak, Jeshta, Ashad, Savan, Bhado. This was my thing, 3 and 3. You can have your own way of reciting. Start. Ruchiji, only first 6 months.
yes ma'am. चैत्र बैसाख ज्येष्ठ आषाढ़ सावन भादो.
Very good. Muthu Lakshmi ji.
Bhado,
No,
Ashit.
start from here only. Chaitra, Vaishak, Jeshta.
Oh,
Everyone is
okay,
going
ma'am.
to speak the same. We
Okay.
will learn
Chaitra,
only 6
okay,
months.
ma'am, okay.
Yeah.
Chaitra, Vaishak, Jeshta, Ashad, Savan, Bhado.
Very good. Sukanya ji.
Chaitra, Vaishaka, Jeshta, Ashad, Savan, Bhado.
Very good. Nidhi ji.
चैत्र वैशाख ज्येष्ठ आषाढ़ सावन भादो.
Yes. Tomorrow we will do the rest of the months. So now again repeat 3 times with your mic mute at your end. Chaitra, Vaishak, Jeshta, Ashad, Savan, Bhado. Chaitra, Vaishak, Jeshta, Ashad, Savan, Bhado. Chaitra, Vaishak, Jeshta, Ashad, Savan, Bhado. That's it. Tomorrow again we will revise all the seasons, the months, these 6 months that we learned today, that we decided today, and the remaining 6 also. So this table will be perfect for us. Let's move on. Okay, now the next is ahar, that is diet. What is the importance of metahar? Now in Pratipiko also, Swatmaram Rishi had given a lot of importance to metahar. Now let's see that in Gherand Samhita, what Gherand Rishi is saying. What is metahar? How according to him, or what according to him is metahar? Now here he is stating, without metahar, yoga should not be started. That means mitahar means proper ahar. Yoga should not be started. See, even when we are exercising, we always see to it that if you are exercising, then the diet has to be proper, because you are sweating, you are exercising, so you lose a lot of energy. Your body goes into a lot of work, which it is not used to. So to replenish it, we need to have proper diet. Similarly, here also Gherand Rishi is saying that without mitahar, that means without proper ahar, without proper food, yoga should not be started. If one practices without it, many diseases will arise and no success in yoga will be received. Then further, Gherand Rishi is saying that if at all, still after telling all the everything, that you should not practice with yoga, or we should not start the practice of yoga without mitahar or proper ahar. Still, if someone practices yoga and is not following the diet, then what will happen? Even we know by common sense that the person will fall ill, he will suffer from some disease, and second, he will not attain in success because in yoga, because if you are not eating, if you are not replenishing whatever is consumed or whatever is used during yoga, then your body over the period of time it will become weak. Hence, these are the two things that you have to remember that Gherand Rishi has said. That without Mittahar, if you practice yoga, what will happen? Many diseases will arise and there will be no success in yoga. These are the two things that have been specified by Gherand Rishi. Later on, Gherand Rishi has again now told Mittahar means what to eat and what not to eat. In Pratipika also, Swatmaram Rishi had mentioned first Pratyahar and then, Pathya and then Apathya. So what is Pathya? That means what are the foods that you should eat? Now, Shalya Annam. Shalya Annam here means chawal, that is rice. Okay, Shali Annam, that is the rice. Then is Yava Pishtam, that means barley flour, that is jaw ka atta. Now this sequence, just like Hatha Pradipika, you have to learn it. You have to read it again and again and again. Only then you will get a hang of it. Next is Godhum, Pishtakam. Godhum. Godhum was in Hatha Pradipika also. So gehu ka atta, that means wheat flour. Then is Mudragam, that is Mudragam, moong. Then Masha. Now, at some places I have seen this word as Masha. At some I have seen it as Masa. The meaning is Udad, black gram. Now, Udad and Chanak means chana. That is chickpea. Both these food grains, their husk has to be removed. That means uska jo covering hota hai na, wo nikal dena hai. And then it has to be consumed. The covering, the husk has to be removed and only then it has to be consumed. Then as patol. Patola means paraval, which is called as pointed gourd. Remember this pointed gourd because apathya mein bhi iska aayega fir baad mein. Pointed gourd, that is paraval. Suran. Now suran here, in some it is called as jackfruit, in some it is mentioned it as yam. So both the meanings are there. So from exam point of view, remember both the meanings. But again, I would request remember the Sanskrit words because you cannot go wrong in Sanskrit. Translation can be wrong depending upon every translator. So suran, katahal, at times it is called, in some books it is called as jackfruit, in some it is called as yam. Then, because suran according to us, it is yam. But in some translations, it is called jackfruit. So I have written it. Then is manam. Manam is also called as manakand. It is a type of vegetable. I don't know which one. I couldn't find the picture also, proper picture of it. If anyone finds the picture of the vegetables that we don't understand or is not clear, please put it on the group. So I will upload it here in this table. So it will be easy for you all. Then is kankola. Kankola is this. I will, for you all to understand, see. This is kankola. I don't know what it is. What is the other name that we normally use? It is said called as kebab chini. In English, it is called as Java paper or kebab. So this is kankolam. Then is shuka shukam. Now again, in some books it is called, in Shuka Shukam is called as bitter gourd, and some books it is called as Bathua. Which one is correct? Let's not go into it. Shuka Shakam, Bathua, and or we can say bitter gourd. Remember the word Shuka Shakam. Then is Dradika. Dradika, Malabar spinach or poi. Karkati means a cucumber, खीरा. Oh, ये उल्टा हो गया मेरे से. Okay, I'll reverse it. So Rambha means kela, that means banana plantain. But when I saw on the net, I got this picture which is called as a homemade banana, home banana plant. I don't know what it is, but it was named as home banana plant. So Rambha, under Rambha, this picture came. But translation, if we say literal translation in the books, it is banana or plantain, that is kela. Dumbari is fig or anjeer. This is common. Then is kantakantam. Kantakantakam. Now again, kantakantakam. In some, it is called as cholai. It is said that it is cholai. And in some, it is called as gokhru. That is gokshura. Which one is correct? Let's not go into that. Remember the Sanskrit word. Kanta kantakam. Then is am rambha. That is a tender shoot, banana shoot. Tender banana shoot. Yeah, we can say even kacha kela हम लोग जो बोलते हैं ना, raw banana. Okay, that is also the translation that is there. Then is balarambha. Balarambha means a very young banana shoot. Then is rambha dandam. That means the banana stem. केले का जो stem होता है उसे कहा गया है दंड, हम लोग जो बोलते हैं केले का दंड. Then is मूलकम. That is मूली. We know radish. But at in some books it is also said that mula means the root of banana. That is also the translation that is given. So mulakam, in a book I found it as radish, and in one I found it as root of banana. Then is vartakim, that is bengan, that is brinjal eggplant. There is mula kamruddhi. So it is a variety of, you can say, radish or a root vegetable. Mula kamruddhi. Then is bala shakam. Now bala shakam, जो हम लोग कच्चा शाक बोलते हैं या सरसों का साग, सरसों का शाक जो बोलते हैं, वो कहा गया है. But again, in English, if you translate, it has come to tender leafy greens. So remember it as bala shakam only. I would again request, I'm repeating again and again, try to remember the Sanskrit words only. Then is just like bala shakam, it is now kala shakam. That is spinach. कहीं पे वो चौलाई भी बोलिए, काली चौलाई, or we can say black चौलाई. It's a dark green leafy vegetables. That is what they are saying. Then is patola patrakam. परवल की पत्ते. So leaves of pointed gourd. So here parval, so leaf of this plant. Then panchashakam. In panchashak there are 5 types of sag, or we can say 5 types of vegetables that have been mentioned over here. So which are they? Jivanti, Bathua, Cholai, Meghnath and Punarnabha. These are the 5 shak that have come under foods that you eat. Pancha shakam. Then is Vastukam. That is Bathua. Hilamochika. Hurhur ka shak. I could not find the English word for it, because when I put it on Google or this thing, a botanical name came. So जो भी हिंदी का था वही मैंने डाला है, हुरहुर का शाक, which is hilamochika. So like this, there are 28 food items that are considered as pathya, which are good, or we can say suitable for yoga practice, yoga and pranayam practice. Now here, till 20. Till 20. From 7 to 20, all the vegetables that are pathya, that means good for our body, good for yoga and pranayam, have been mentioned. If possible, learn these shlokas as it is. There are only the words of the vegetables. So if you learn these 4 shlokas, all the 28 names of these vegetables will be done. Okay. Then Gherand Rishi is saying, Annena Puredardham Toina Chatrutiyakam Udarasya Turyamshamcha Sauraksheda Yucharane. So, how much should you eat? What should be the quantity of food that one should consume? If anybody remembers in Pradipika, what was told by Swatmaram Rishi? कितना आहार कैसे खा कितना खाना चाहिए? Anybody remembers? At that time I discussed it.
मैम 3 भाग उसमें 1/4 करना है, मतलब आप कैसे
हाँ,
समझेंगे कि
हाँ,
एक हिस्सा
चतुर्थांश
खाली छोड़ना है, एक हिस्सा खाली छोड़ना है।
हाँ, yes, 1/4
हाँ, 1/4 बोलेंगे
1/4
जी।
हिस्सा खाली छोड़ना है, 3/4 भोजन करना है, चतुर्थांश विवर्जित. सो उन्होंने क्या कहा था? सिर्फ चतुर्थांश विवर्जित यानी 1/4 खाली छोड़ना है. दैट इज व्हाट वाज मेंशन्ड. फिर हम लोगों ने उसका वी हैड मेड ड्रॉन अ कंक्लूजन दैट इफ 1/4 शुड बी एम्प्टी, दैट मीन्स 3/4 ऑफ आवर स्टमक should be filled with food. Okay. But it was not clearly mentioned by Swatmaram. He had said that Chaturthausha Vivarjitam. That means 1/4 part of your stomach should be empty. And then here what it is said that Annena Purayat Ardham. That means one should fill. Annena. Annena means food. Purayat Ardham. Ardha means half. So one should fill half the stomach with food. Only half portion of your stomach should be filled with food. Toena cha trutiyakam. Toena. Toe means water. A quarter with water. So half should be filled with food. Then 1/4 of your stomach should be filled with water. तो बचता कितना है? What is the remaining part then?
1/4.
1/4
1/4 ही बचता है, राइट? फिर वो जो बचा है 1/4 उदरस तुर्यांश संरक्षित आयु चारणे, लीव द 4th quarter, दैट इज 1/4 quarter फॉर द मूवमेंट ऑफ एयर. तो उन्होंने क्या कहा है दैट द 1/4 पार्ट दैट इज लेफ्ट, it should be left empty for air, so that whatever we eat, for us to digest, the food should be able to mix with water. जैसे mixer में I had given you that example of a mixer, that when we try to grind something in the mixer, we leave 1/4 portion of that mixer, at least 1/4 portion of that mixer empty. There should be air in that. Only then whatever food item you are grinding, that is done. If you fill the mixer completely, will you be able to grind it?
नो मैम।
No. Similarly, so in this way you have to remember, दोनों जगह एक ही चीज बोली है in Had Pratipika as well as in Gherand Samhita. They have said the same thing there. Chaturthansha vivarjitah. If you are writing the notes, just write it next to it. In Had Pratipika, Chaturthansha vivarjita, that means 1/4 पार्ट एक चौथाई भाग का त्याग करना है या एम्प्टी रखना है. हियर व्हाट इज सेड उदरस्य तुर्यांश leave the 4th quarter of the movement. Why I am telling you this? Because in exam they might ask in match the following: चतुर्थांश विवर्जिता and उदरस्य तुर्यांश. दोनों का मतलब वैसे एक ही है, but the way it is said is different. तो आपको पता होना चाहिए, you should know which is from Had Pratipika and which is from Gherand Samhita. Then in Had Pratipika, it is only said that 1/4 part should be left empty. Nothing else is specified, but Gherand Rishi has specified very clearly that half of the stomach should be filled with food, 1/4 with water, and the remaining 1/4 should be empty for air. So if you can remember it in this way also, that Gherand Rishi has explained everything in lot of detail. Even if you see the Shatkaram, more than Swatmaram, more than Had Pratipika, in Gherand Samhita, even Shatkarma are explained in lot of details. Similarly, about the food also, it is explained in detail. So anything that is in detail is there in Gherand Samhita. Remember it in that way. Now, Apathya ahar, unwholesome food or food that you should not eat or avoid. Katva amla, that means pungent and sad, tikha or khatta. Lavanam, that is salty food. Tiktam, tikta means bitter food, not spicy. Tikta means bitter foods. Then is bhrishtam, means fried foods, जो हम लोग तला हुआ खाता है, that should be avoided. Dadhi, that is curd. Takra, that is buttermilk. Shakotkatam, that is tikha saag, very pungent leafy vegetables. Then is madhya, we know alcoholic drinks. Talam, that is tadi. Then is panasam. Panasam means katahal, that is jackfruit. Kulatham. Now here again, even in Pathya, there was a translation which led to jackfruit, जो वहां पे yam बोला था, if you remember. 1 minute, I'll show you. Suran. Suran. As I told you, Suran, katahal, jackfruit. In some books, it is called as jackfruit, and in some books, it is yam. Now, Suran, jackfruit. So, jackfruit here, it is mentioned only as jackfruit in some books. But what should be avoided? Which type of jackfruit should be avoided? So, overripe jackfruit should be avoided. Panasam is the jackfruit that is overripe. That should be avoided. Remember this difference. Kulatham, that is kulath, that is horse gram. Masoor we know, red lentil. Pandum is white gourd. Kushmandam, that is ashgard. Shakadandam. Shaka we know is vegetable. So leaf stalk. Danda is the stalk. So leaf stalk of vegetable. Then is tumbi. Tumbi means bottle gourd, हमारी जो लौकी होती है. कोलकम, बेर. जुजुबी, ये मेरे वक्त पूछा गया था एग्जाम में. सो बेर, कोलकम, जुजुबी हम लोगों ने हट प्रदीपिका में भी देखा था. कुपित्थम, that is wood apple. Kanthabilvam. So here again there are two meanings. It is one is saying thorny बेल, जो कांटेदार बेल होता है, उसको भी कहा गया है, और कुछ बुक्स में रॉ बेल, जो कच्चा होता है ना, उसको भी कहा गया है. पलाशकम, फ्लेम ऑफ फॉरेस्ट, पलाश के फूल. कदम्ब, कदम्ब. जंभीरम यानी नींबू. बिंबम, आइवी गॉड, तेंदली. हम लोग तोंडली कहते हैं जिसको, छोटा सा होता है तोंडली. लकुचम, that is barhal. Lashunam, we know garlic. Visham, any poisonous food that is harmful for health. Then is kamarang, that is star fruit. Karamal, yeah, star fruit. Piyalam, I couldn't find the English word for that. Hing, we know, Asafoetida. Shalmali, silk cotton tree. Semal. Kemukam. So these are the fruits that are to be avoided. Again, learn as they are. Please don't go for the English words. Try to learn the Sanskrit words. And also, as I told you in Hat Pradipika, they change this like spelling. Matra koi to badal denge, and they will give you an option. And you will, when we read, we feel okay. For example, Lashunam. Lashanu de denge, and while reading what we do, we read it as Lashunam. So Lashunam is Apathya, but it is not like that. So when you're reading it and when you're learning it, both the times read and learn it properly. In the exam, read the word carefully. Kahi matra to badal nahi di hai uski. That is very, very important. It was done when I had appeared for the exam. So you have to remember it, learn it the way it is. The best way is to write it and learn. Write 5 names of Pathya and 5 of Apathya every day. So in that way, it would be easier and the best way of learning. Then 3 things are strictly prohibited. Now tell me, which were the 3 things that were prohibited in Hat Pradipika? If anyone remembers.
मैम सेम है
Same है, sequence भी same है.
और मैम सीक्वेंस तो नहीं पता
हाँ नहीं, but good answer, very good. You remember. What about others? निधि जी, मुथुलक्ष्मी जी, सदानंदन जी, सुकन्या जी.
I think same, ma'am.
Sequence is the same. Anybody remembers the sequence?
Vahini Stri in Hatha Yoga Pratipika, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Vani, Stri,
Vahini Stri, Pati Seva, something.
Yes,
came.
yes.
Pati Sevana.
Sevananam. Very good, Muthulakshmi ji. So Vani, that means in Hat Pradipika, fire was first. Stri Sang was in the middle. So same, company of women. It was second in Hat Pradipika also, and it is second in Gherand Samhita also. But this traveling, it was third in Hat Pradipika. So the sequence पूरा उल्टा है. यहाँ पे in Gherand 1, 2, 3, in Hat Pradipika it is 3, 2, 1. Remember the sequence. Exam में आता है, because this is confusing, they might ask. So as per Hat Pradipika, it is Vanhi Stri Pathi Sevana. Vanhi बिल्कुल उल्टा है, Vanhi Stri Pati Sevana. And in Gherand Samhita, it is Patha Stri Vanhi Sevanam. So traveling, company of women, and use of fire in Gherand Samhita. When you are studying, इसके साइड में अगर आप नोट्स निकाल रहे हो, if you are taking down the notes, right next to it, Hat Pradipika, the sequence, so that you will not get confused. This is the best way of studying. क्योंकि एग्जाम में हमको आता है, but we get confused. Next. Now, fresh butter, navneeta, घृतम, क्षीर, गुड़, शर्करादि, चैक्षवम. That means fresh butter, ghee, milk, sugar, sugarcane, jaggery, and so forth. 5 types of ripe banana, या हम लोग जिसे बोलते हैं कि plantain. Then is coconut, pomegranate, anise यानी सौंफ. Then is grapes, country gooseberry, amla fruit. Then juice that is not sour. Agar juice, if the juice is sour, then it should be avoided. Dhatri, now look here. Dhatri rasa amla varjitam. So the juice that is sour, that should be avoided. But if the juice is not sour, then it can be consumed. Cardamom, nutmeg, clove, parusha, jamun, that is rose apple. Then is harad, haritaki, and dates. The yogi should eat all these foods. Now, there are again two translations or two opinions on this. In some books, it is said that makhan, okay, navneet, ghrut, kshira, that is fresh butter, ghee, milk, sugar, sugarcane, jaggery. Then 5 types of banana, coconut, pomegranate, grapes, and amla. All these should be avoided. I'll put it and I'll highlight it. So in some books, it is said that all these things that are in yellow, they should be avoided. That is one translation. In other book, it is said that dhatri rasa amla varjitam. So juice that is not sour, juice that is sour, only that should be avoided. So both the translations are there. Okay, both the translations are there. Let's not go into what is right and what is wrong. So at your end, make a note of it that there are two different opinions on this. Some are saying that this should be completely avoided, and some are saying that they should be eaten. Only the juice that is not sour, so juice that is sour, only that should be avoided. Rest you can have or you can consume. So ये दोनों चीजें हैं. Make a note at your end. Next, the yogi should eat food which is easily digested, agreeable, and rich, which nourishes the body's constituents, which he wants to eat and which is suitable. Of course, if we are going to exercise, now if we eat something that is very heavy, हम लोगों ने छोले खा लिया या something that is very heavy, then what happens? Your body will become very heavy. You will feel sleepy, you will feel lazy, and you will not be able to practice. Hence, it is said that the food that you consume when you're practicing yoga, that food, it has to be light so that it can be easily digested. Okay, it can be easily digested, agreeable, which is good to eat, and rich. And rich means what? It should be good for your body. It should nourish your body. Whatever is required for your body, the food should fulfill the requirement of the body. That is how our food should be. So first, it should be easily digested. Second, first it should be easily digested. Then it should be agreeable and rich, which nourishes the body's constituents. So these three things are very, very important. And this is how the food of a yogi should be. Laghu pakam. Laghu pakam means what? Laghu pakam means it should be easily digested. Priyam. Okay, priyam. That means it should be agreeable. Even priyam snigdham. It should be dhatu praposhanam. Now tell me one by one. Ruchi ji, how should be the food? You can tell me either the Sanskrit words or Hindi में
yes, ma'am. Ma'am, लघु पाकम और स्निग्धम धातु पोषणम.
Very good. Nidhi ji?
Laghu pakam, easily digested. Priya snigdam, agreeable, and dhatu proportionam,
Very
rich.
good. Sukanya ji?
Yes, ma'am. Lagupakam, the yogi should eat food as lagupakam, which is easily digested, and priyam snigdam, which is agreeable, and dhatu proportionam, which nourishes our body.
Very good. Sadanandan ji?
Lagubagam, easy digested, priyam, agreeable, and dadu prayoshanam, rich and nourishments, body constituents which he wants to eat and which is suitable.
Now, does anybody remember in Hat Pradipika, what did Svatmaram Rishi say? इसमें और हट प्रदीपिका में क्या फर्क है?
लघुपाकम प्रिय.
लघुपाकम is not there.
मैम उसमें मैं
स्निग्धम मधुरम धातु प्रमोशनम मनोबिलिचितम is there, but लघुपाकम not there. Priya.
Yes, very good. Snigdham is there. Okay, dhatu proportionam is there.
And the manobilishitam is there, pleasing the mind.
Yes. So instead of priyam, there it is manobilashitam. Make note at your end. So again, make a column here, Hat Pradipika, and write down the difference that you have noticed. So your study will be very fast. So in Hat Pradipika, it is Madhuram, Snigdham, or we can say Sumadhur, Pushtikarak, Snigdham, Manobalashitam, Dhatu Praposhanam. Lagupakam is not there, and instead of Priyam, Manobhi Lashitam, that is there. Very good. Then the yogi should avoid food that is tough, off, putrefied, sharp, stale, too cold, or too hot. So these are the foods that he has to avoid. Which type of food he should avoid? He should avoid foods that are tough. That means they cannot be easily digested. Then off, that means it is not good, or we can say it is stale. Then is putrefied, sharp, stale, too cold, or too hot. These are the foods that the yogi needs to avoid. Ruchi ji? tell me which foods the yogi should avoid.
मैम टफ
Hmm?
यानी कि काठिन्यम
Hmm?
और बहुत ज्यादा ठंडा बहुत ज्यादा गर्म
What else? It is
दूरीतम
not. Hmm?
और उषितम पर्युषितम ऊटी मूषणम ये उष्णम इसमें आएगा गर्म
हाँ हाँ, बहुत ठंडा नहीं होना चाहिए, गर्म नहीं. जैसे वी हैड स्टडीड इन हर प्रदीप आल्सो, सम पीपल दे ईट वेरी हॉट फूड or they take out from the fridge and they eat. So anything that is too cold or too hot, that is also not good. That is not good for our health. So kathinyam means tough. Tough means tough to digest, which is not easy to digest. That food should not be eaten. क्योंकि यहाँ पे बताया है लघु पाकम, that means easily digested. The food that you eat should be easy to digest. धुरितम, हाँ धुरितम जैसे बोला है हम लोग, जैसे बोलते हैं ना दूषित जो अन्न होता है, और यू कैन से इम्प्योर, जैसे हम लोग नॉनवेज बोलते हैं कि इट इज नॉट गुड, वी वोंट लाइक ईटिंग नॉनवेज, इट इज नॉट सजेस्टेड इन योग. सो दैट इज दुरितम. देन इज पूतम, दैट मीन्स पुट्रिड, और वी कैन से जो सड़ा हुआ अन्न होता है ना उसे पुट्रिड कहते हैं, जो सड़ा हुआ अन्न है. Then is it should not be too hot, it should not be too cold. Stale. Stale means paryushitam. Paryushitam is stale. The food should not be stale. It should not be too hot, nor it should be too cold. ना उष्ण होना चाहिए, ना अति गरम होना चाहिए. Sukanya ji, tell me one by one the list of the foods that you should avoid.
The yogi should avoid katinyam, which is tough to digest, and duritam, which is impure. Putim, putim means what, ma'am?
Puti means सड़ा हुआ, जो खराब हो जाता है ना, that is putrid.
Putrid. Putim means putrid. Okay. And then paryushitam, which is stale. Atitam, atitam cha ati ushnam, too hot or too cold.
Ati shitam, that shita means cold. So ushna means too hot. So these are the 5 things that are to be avoided. Sadanandan ji, tell me the 5 things that a yogi should avoid.
Kadinam, tough to digest, impure, petrified stale food, and adishidam, adi ushnam, too cold and too hot. Food avoided, yogi.
Yes, very good. Nidhi ji?
Yes, ma'am. Kathinyam, tough to digest. Duritam, impure. Putim, putrid. Paryushitam, stale. Atishitam, chati. Choshnam, too cold or too hot.
Very good. Muthu Lakshmi ji?
Kathinyam, which is tough to digest. Duritam, which is impure. Patipushnam, putrid. And paryushitam, the food is stale. Tata atishitam chati choshnam, too cold, not too hot.
Yes, किसका रह गया है अभी? Anyone?
Which one?
नहीं, सबका हो गया ना रिसाइट करके?
हाँ.
Okay, now tell me. Okay, I'll change the screen. Laghu pakam, the yogi, it is good or it is bad? Anyone tell me.
Good.
Good, ma'am. Good. It is easily digested.
Laghu pakam is good. Then is duritam.
Good.
Duritam
Not
is
good.
Not good. Not good.
Good.
It is
Bad.
impure.
अच्छा. हाँ, yes ma'am, yes ma'am, yes ma'am. Not good.
reject. Very good. Then is putim.
Bad.
Not
Bad.
good.
Not good only.
हाँ, not good. Putim is, see here, putim is putrid. Okay, जो खराब होता है ना हमारा, जिसको फंगस आ जाता है या खराब हो जाता है, that is putim. Okay, now tell me, snigdham, good or bad?
Good.
Good.
Okay, then paryushitam,
Bad.
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 then is dhatu praposhanam,
Good.
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 manobhilashitam,
Good.
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 ati ushna ati
Bad.
Bad.
Bad, bad.
bad. Okay, so understood this?
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So manobhilashitam is also here. Agreeable, or we can say good for our body, or we can say desirable. So if we differentiate this between Hat Pratipika and Gherand Samhita, tell me again what is the difference here?
मैम हठयोग प्रतिपिका में लघु पाकम नहीं दिया हुआ, बाकी स्निग्धम, सुमधुर और धातु पोषणम दिया हुआ है.
हाँ, and instead of priyam, priyam नहीं बताया है. This word is
हाँ. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Instead of Priyam Snigdham, that is Sumadram.
हाँ, instead of priyam it is sumadhuram. Rest is the same. Very good. He should not practice observances that harm the body. So he should not practice things that will be harmful for his body. So which are the practices? Such as bathing in the early morning and fasting. So kabhi kabhi hota na, some people they wake up very early in the morning, 3 in the morning, and I'll have bath with cold water only. So it is not advised. It is good to get up early in the morning, but how early? That is also very important. You cannot just train your body or be cruel to your body. So because it harms your body. ठंडे पानी से अगर आप 3 बजे नहाओगे तो क्या होगा? You will definitely fall sick. You are harming your body. So bathing in the early morning or fasting. There are some people who fast for days together. They will drink water, or maybe they will not drink water also. I follow strict rules for my body, for my mind, control on my mind. I will not eat no matter what happens. So that is also not good. किसी भी चीज का बहुत extreme करना, that is not right. So bathing in the early morning and fasting, that is not recommended over here. Then second is, should he eat only once a day or at night, not at the end of the night? So एक ही बार खाए गए या only रात को, only once a day, either it could be the night or once a day or at the end of the night. All these extreme things, Gherand Rishi has said that it is not advisable. He should not do it. That is not good for his body. So what are the things that he has told us to avoid? प्रातः काल का जो स्नान होता है and उपवास, which harms your body. So bathing in the early morning and fasting, that should be avoided. Eating only once a day, ये सिर्फ एक बार भोजन करना, or nor eat at all, या कुछ खाना ही नहीं है, or eat at night, बहुत रात को खाना है, that also should be avoided. 1 minute. Both these all these things, they should be avoided by the yogi. So why? Because Gherand Rishi has already told that you need to eat proper food. If you are exercising, if you are working on your body or on your mind, then you need to have proper diet. Only then your body will get strained. If you don't eat at all, or if you're eating only once a day, you're practicing asana, you're practicing karma, you're practicing pranayam, the heat in the body will increase. And there will be no strength in your body left, and you will become weak, you will fall sick. Hence, he has asked to avoid these things. Then in the last, before Nadi Shuddhi, he told, following these rules, the yogi should practice pranayam. At the very beginning, he should consume milk and ghee every day. He should consume milk and ghee every day and take meals twice a day, at noon and in the evening. Now, do you remember Swatmaram ne kya kaha tha? What did Swatmaram Rishi tell? Anybody remembers? Was it the same thing or something different? And where did he say in Hat Pratipika?
मैम दूध के लिए तो याद आ रहा है मुझे कि दूध के लिए उन्होंने बोला है
हाँ, कहाँ पे बोला था?
हठ योग प्रतिपिका में।
हाँ, लेकिन क्या शुरू करने, when?
आप प्राणायाम से पहले तो नहीं पता मैम।
हाँ, सो
नहीं
कब
नहीं
बोला था?
आसन
हाँ,
आसन करने से पहले। हाँ हाँ
yes, yes. When the yogi starts practicing आसन, आसन का जब अभ्यास चालू करता है तो initially the yogi should consume milk, ऐसा बोला था उन्होंने, milk and ghee. Here प्राणायाम के पहले जो बोल रहे हैं कि जब प्राणायाम का प्रैक्टिस चालू करते हैं, when the yogi starts practicing प्राणायाम, he should consume milk and ghee. Why milk and ghee? क्योंकि ये ठंडा होता है, it gives coolness to your body. हमारे जो joints है, bones है, उसके लिए घी इट हेल्प्स अ लॉट. मोबिलिटी बहुत अच्छी होती है, एक ग्रीसीनेस हमारे मसल्स में, जॉइंट्स में रहता है. इसीलिए मिल्क एंड घी शुड बी कंज्यूम्ड एवरी डे बिफोर, एट द बिगिनिंग ऑफ प्राणायाम. And how many times you should eat? Twice a day, at noon and in the evening. 2 बार उन्होंने खाना खाना चाहिए. These are the 2 things or the rules, 2 rules that Gherand Rishi has stated. So again, remember the difference. वहां आसन के पहले बोला था या आसन की शुरुआत में. Here he has said this at the starting of pranayam. So these differences you should remember from exam point of view. Okay, we will stop here and tomorrow we will start pranayam, nadi shuddhi.